So my fiance wants to take a break. She has only been in long-term relationships and she's never had a period of being single before. So she wants this before she gets married.
Run, my friend. We don't do breaks. And look, you may be devastated, you may be upset, you may be wondering, why is this happening to me? But let me tell you this. You just dodged a bullet. You could have been marrying a Jezebel. If she didn't come out with this nonsense, you would have been marrying a Jezebel unknowingly. Because what's so great about being single? It's a state of nothing great, nothing bad. It's just She wants to get passed around. She wants to get piped out. Multiple different guys. That's why she wants to be single. That's the only good thing about being single. There's no commitment. You don't have to commit to anyone. You can do what you want. She wants to get bust down vehemently. Okay? And you don't want that as a wife.
Genuinely no easy way to say this without sounding conceited, but at this point I genuinely do not care. When men turn around to women and say, oh, I see why you're single, you sound dumb. You sound really fucking stupid, because do you know at any given moment the amount of guys that are in a girl's DMs? And I'm not just saying about myself, and I'm not trying to flex here or anything, but all of my friends, all of my girlfriends, people that I speak to at work, whatever, blah, 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 there's always numerous men in girls' DMs. And I'm not saying that the girl would be able to go out with all of them, but let's just take 10% at least would be willing to go on a date with her. Round that down to 10% again, you've got a boyfriend. So when you're saying, I see why you're single, part of that is actually a choice, because I could be in a relationship if I wanted to be, if I were to respond to any number of the DMs that I get. So could my friends. Or, you know, there was something that we didn't quite know what we didn't like about this person. If we went for them, could probably be in a relationship. We're choosing not to. Okay? So can we just remember that when a woman is single, it can actually be down to choice. If a girl wants to be in a relationship, she'll be in a relationship. It's as simple as that.
Just like how you could be in a relationship with any one of these guys in your DMs, an incel can get sex from any one of these ladies of the night, right? But they're still incels, right? Because they're not getting sex consensually, and you can't get, or women like you can't get, the type of men you want. Look, we don't doubt you over here. We know. And look, no disrespect to this woman. She's in Scarlett Johansson. Okay, she's just a regular woman. And regular women have a lot of guys pursuing them. They do. But every single person out there has a picture in their head of their perfect partner. Someone who they would love to settle down with. But for women like yourself, you can't attract those guys. Or you can't keep those guys. So you choose to stay single. But in reality, if you had the choice, you would be with the guy of your dreams. You just can't get him.
When I was starting this gym, the black manager was telling me, yeah, you don't gotta worry about the guys. They're not checking for you anyway. I said, huh? He's like, yeah, you're a black girl. They're not looking at you. I said, okay. And at first I'm like, that's fine. Like, you know, I'm just here for the workout. It's not that big of a deal. But they literally don't even make eye contact. And if they do, they look away kind of scared. Like, I frighten them. I do work out in Orange County. So, you know, what can I say?
Look, I don't know where Orange County is. You guys let me know. I'm guessing it's not a predominantly black area, okay? But it's so interesting how women don't really appreciate male attention until it's completely taken away, right? Male attention is painted so negative. When women are completely ignored, they realize, damn, like a hello would be nice. Some eye contact would be nice. Some acknowledgement would be nice, right? You know, when you're working out, someone acknowledges your workout, gives you a compliment. That's nice, right? These are all different types of male attention, different ways men acknowledge women. But unfortunately for this woman in Orange County, she isn't getting any. And I can guarantee she doesn't like it.
DJ! Open the door! Open the door! DJ! What is it? It is what it is.
is, bro. I can't.
I didn't do it. I ain't mean it.
Around here making all this noise around these people around here, these old people around here.
Oh, I'm embarrassing myself, dog. Come on.
Embarrassing yourself when you did what you did.
You serious?
I'm dead serious.
I'm not letting you be with nobody else. I'm not playing.
Well, you did what you did.
I'm not playing. That shit don't mean shit to me.
Check this out, man. They got people around here.
8 years. 8 years. You gonna let it go?
You should have thought about that when you did what you did.
You gonna let that shit go? Please.
No,
Please.
man.
Man, come on.
None.
Please.
Man, get your up, bro.
Please.
It ain't
I'm
happening.
not doing all that. Come on. Please.
Not
Come
happening.
on. Don't do
Not
this.
happening.
I've seen this a lot. And I've seen a lot of people who, and I've been in this situation. You're in a long-term relationship and you think to yourself, like what? You know what I'm saying? What's out there? You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like what's my value on the market? But for most people, it's just a thought. It comes and it goes, right? It doesn't really matter. I'm happy where I'm at, right? But then there are people who pursue that. There are people who go out there and they test their market value. And there are people who go out there and they think they found something better. They think the grass is greener. So they go and they cheat. Just to find out that the grass actually wasn't greener at all. And what's best for them was at home. But they went and they stepped out and they done some foolishness. She's talking about 8 years, 8 years. You shouldn't have done what you did. Now you're on the porch crying on your knees like, get up.
You know, one thing that baffles me a lot is African people and tattoos. Like, once they see you have tattoos on your body, they just automatically assume you're a bad girl, you're a bad child, you're a rebel, like you are, I don't know, you were born by devil itself. And it baffles me because what is the thought process behind it? Like, how did they think this? How did they come up with this? Like, you do realize some of us, our tattoos are like a form of expressions, art, like sometimes it's some things we've gone through and, you know, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger type of thing. Like, I remember I used to speak to a guy a while back. He's got this tattoo all over his body and he's a big celebrity within my community. And I remember I was like, what is the meaning of this tattoo on your, you know, on this part of your body? And when he told me the meaning, I almost broke down into tears because a lot of people did not see all of this, would never know all of this, but then people will see him and tend to judge him by his appearance. And like I said, same goes to me as well. When people see my tats, the first thing they assume is, oh, I'm a bad girl. Like, people should run away from me. I'm a rebel. And I'm like, you do realize there are a lot of people who don't have tattoos and they are so bad as well. Like, they are, even devil is learning from them. But what is I really want to know, leave it in the comment section. What is the thought process behind it? Why do people automatically assume people with tattoos are bad kids, like bad?
Look, men and women are not the same. Okay, so you looking at a man, seeing his skin full of tattoos, and he tells you he's been through all this stuff. Women like that. You know, you might even be attracted to it. But for us men, it's not the same. Okay, us knowing that you've been through a whole bunch of stuff, that's a red flag. We do not want that. We want a woman who's been through less. The less trauma, the better. And look, there's nothing wrong with tattoos. A tattoo here and there, there's ways to do it. There are ways for women to get tattoos that look very attractive. But when you have the thing on your chest looking like The Rock, we're looking like, whoa, she must have been through a lot to get that. Because body modification is a sign of mental health. That tattoo on your chest and arm, no disrespect, that's crazy. So yeah, the people of Africa, the people in the African culture, they ain't stupid. Okay, they see these people, they got the tattoos, they got the septum piercing, they got the colorful hair, they know they're demons. Just like we know they're demons.
I don't like to be friends or date people who have not been through anything in life. I find that people who have never had a real pain, never gone through real tragedy, lack depth, lack empathy, and just lack overall perspective on what life can really be like. Now, I'm not saying that I want to be with people who constantly go through issues, but I want to be with people who have been through issues, know how to solve them, and are better because of them. I think real growth comes from pain. And if you've just never experienced that, I just don't think it will be able to be leveled.
And this just further explains the difference between us. I don't want a woman that's been through a lot of pain. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Getting the man that you want at whatever age in life is not the same thing as getting a degree, okay? There are two different things. I want you to understand me and hear me good. You can go to school whatever age you want to and get a degree. The degree that you want. Work hard for it, right? The options are unlimited.
From what I gather, this specific creator is married, but there seems to be an obsession with single women, especially single women who are saying they are happy, who are saying they are single by choice. This specific creator is really focused and obsessed with them that I'm like, why do you want everybody, every woman to be partnered up or to be married? Why? Focus on the ones who want to get married, or focus on the ones who are choosing to get married. But why are you shoving marriage and relationships down the throat of women? If a person says, I am single by choice, how do you know it's a lie? You are married. Can somebody assume and conclude the things that go on in your life as a result of your marriage? That wouldn't be fair to you. If you come online and you say, oh, I am in a very happy marriage, I am fulfilled, and somebody tells you you are lying, you cannot be in a fulfilled marriage or you cannot be happy, how would you feel? We have to let people choose the life that they want. And you have to be content with the life that you have chose. Your choices and your path isn't the absolute, isn't the norm for every woman.
Look, I love how this woman spoke, her tone, her sincerity. She sounded like she was genuinely trying to figure out why this is, right? And I've seen this woman's content. Not this woman that's speaking, the woman who she stitched. I've seen her content. And she talks about the black community, and she speaks about black women, and she speaks about how we're viewed in the black community and how we must change in order to get better, etc., etc., etc. This is what I'd say. And this is what I would say about why I personally would speak on single women, even though I am in a relationship. Within the black community, there is a problem. The problem is single motherhood. Big, big, big problem. It is poison to our community. If all these women who said, I'm single by choice, weren't having children, I would have absolutely no problem with them being single and living the rich auntie lifestyle. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. What we see with a lot of these single by choice and a lot of these I don't need a man, they end up being single moms. So this is why you will have women like this who will constantly preach marriage and togetherness and partnerships and relationships, because we know how detrimental single motherhood is to the community. The single by choice women, who are also 99% of the time feminists, don't think that single motherhood is a problem. And look, I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for myself. If you're happy, fantastic. I couldn't care less. Just stop having kids. If you're single by choice, that should also be an acknowledgement that I will never have children, because I don't want to contribute to the problem. If you do that, someone like me, I'd have live your life.
Honestly, too many women come on this app, watch one She Wears 7 sprinkle sprinkle video, and then decide that they're deserving of princess treatment, and yet have no class, no grace, no gratitude, no etiquette, no manners, no career prospects, no job, no long-term goals, no practical skills, no hobbies, no interest, and honestly, nothing worth investing in. You can't be selfish, unkind, and cruel to both men and other women, and then expect everyone to hand life to you on a silver platter. That's not the way that it works. So let me raise this question. Are your standards high, or are you just an entitled brat? The reason I bring this up is because Somebody just told me in my comment section that my fiance doesn't do enough for me despite him funding about 90% of my life. I stood up for him and got called a, which honestly is good and fine, because I would rather be a than be a loser.
Okay, we got to blur that out. That is not for YouTube. Okay, whoa. Look, we already know what sprinkle is, right? It's a subset of feminism. And what do feminists want? Division. They don't like to see unity. They don't like to see happy couples. So even if your husband is funding 90% of your lifestyle, like you said, but you're showing him love and affection, they don't like that. They want you to be like Shira 7. They want the perception of, my husband is my servant. That's what they want.
This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your phone. Blowing weed, smoking the ozone. I just can't let this go. This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your phone. Blowing weed, smoking the ozone. I just can't let this go. Girl, if I'm doing too much, just let me know. For some reason, I just can't let it